morning. I'm Nazira binti Shafain, 65093. Today I'm going to do health education to my patient, Adam. Adam is 40 years old, male, secondary school student, has been newly diagnosed with type 2 diabetes mellitus. His BMI also shows that he is in obese stage. The level of his blood glucose also high. His blood pressure slightly high during the examinations before the doctor diagnosed he is with diabetes mellitus. He also complained of easily being fatigued and hungry over past few months. And as a young patient, he didn't know what to do and how to manage their diet intake as a newly diagnosed patient, newly diagnosed BM patient. So today I'm taking responsible as a nurse to do health education about the diet management to Adams. Okay, I'm going to start my health education to Adam. So this is Adam, 40 years old, school student. So Adams, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, Adams, as you complained before that you do not know how to manage your diet intake as a diabetic patient. So here I am to teach you about the diet management of your diabetic as a diabetic patient. So before that, I will tell you what is a diabetes. I will make you understand what is a diabetes, what the complication will be happens if you do not treat or you do not control your blood glucose, and what will happen to your body, and how to control your diabetes mellitus. And the most importantly, to control it, as I mentioned before, you have to take a good diet during your meals in the daily life. So here it is, the brochure that I provided for you. So in this brochure, diabetes is a problem with the way your body use food for energy. So diabetes is commonly related to the food intake. So to control your diabetes, so you have to control your food intake also. So normally, our body will break down foods into sugar, and sugar we call in the medical term is glucose. So insulin is a hormones in your body that regulate the blood glucose or blood sugar in your body. Either it will high or low. So, okay. Insulin help glucose move into your cell to be used for energy. So you need foods to produce the sugar or glucose. So the sugar or glucose will be helped by the insulin to turn it to energy to use in your body for daily activity. Okay, so now with diabetes, your blood sugar level will be too high because glucose is not going into your cell because insulin do not produce, or insulin receptor cannot translate what is going on your body. So this is how your body reacts when you take glucose. The insulin cannot react because you have the diabetes mellitus disease. So at the back, I stated about the risk factor. What the risk factor that people usually getting diabetes mellitus. So the risk factor is, the first one is usually overweight or 40 years old and older, but you are not included in this risk factor because you are 40 years old now. And family history. Okay, before this, do you have any family member that have history of diabetes mellitus?
No.
Okay. Okay, diabetes. One of the risk factor for people getting diabetes because high blood pressure, lack of exercise. Okay, exercise. So I would like to know, do you do your exercise, and how frequent in a month?
In my 2 time.
Only 2 times in a month. Okay. Other than that, because of the race and ethnicity, but we do not really rely on that risk factor. And other than that, because high of cholesterol level usually can be detected when the people have high blood pressure and also overweight people. Sign or symptom of diabetes also when you have a very high glucose level, you tend to have the headache, frequent urination, increased thirst, blurred vision. And when you very concerned about your food intake, or when your glucose level in your body is very low, you tend to have the shakiness, headache, and also you unable to concentrate and very confusion. So it means that do not uh, do not get hypoglycemic and do not get hyperglycemic. It means you have to maintain in a normal range of your blood glucose level. Okay, to control your diabetes, there are many ways. The first importantly is about the diet management. So here it is. I provided the pyramids, the food pyramids. That's in this food pyramids. As usual, we know that food pyramids contain that the wider base, and the peak one. So the peak one is the food that you must eat less portions in your meals. So these foods in the peak one is high in fat, sugar, and the salt. So you must eat this food category in a small portions and not every day, because it will affect your blood glucose or blood sugar in your body. So the next part is food that contains fats, spread, and all. This food can be taken in very small amount, and the other part is the food that you need to taken to stay healthy and to decrease the complication. So I'm going to emphasize that the lower part is about the vegetables, salads, and fruits. So this food is very important to you as a diabetic patient to increase your metabolism. So to increase your metabolism and to keep you still healthy. And other than that, the high fiber food is also important because it will give you energy in your daily life. But high fiber food such as the wholemeal bread and the rice brown is a very good for the diabetic patient. So I suggest that food for you. And other than that, you have to drink a lot of water, but as prescribed by doctor, because you maybe have kidney problems if you do not control your diabetes mellitus and your intake toward water is very high. And okay, this is the list of food that diabetic patient can take and must be avoided. So the diabetic patient, food that must be take. So you must remember that it must be high fibers, low salt, low sugars, high protein. So these foods is very important to help your metabolisms and to keep you still healthy. So the food that the group of food that I mentioned before, and this is the example of that foods. So fish, cheese, and salads is the group of protein foods, and so it is very important for you to help to increase your metabolism in your body. So other than that, vegetables such as apple greens and other vegetables is very important because as a recent study, the green apple is very good because it do not affect your blood glucose in your whole body. So other than that, there are the important part is the food that you must avoid it. It means that food have the high salt and high sugar. So that food is such as ice cream, such as cake and burgers and other junk food that is not good for your health. So this type of food you must be avoid in your meals. Okay, this is about the foods. So the other thing to control your diabetes, you also need to do some exercise. So at least 30 minutes a day, and or do something that you like to do. So one of the exercise is walking. Walking is also one of the exercise that you can do. And other than that, you have to take the medication prescribed by doctor on a time. So and also the same time on every day to regulate or to maintain your blood glucose or blood sugar. And other than that, don't try to smoking because smoking is very harmful to your body. And other than that is stress management. So to manage your stress, you can take a deep breath and also joining a relaxing activity such as going to the park and other things. So the thing that I'm very emphasize to you today is about the diet management as a diabetic patient. So I'm going to ask you, okay, do you understand how to manage your diets?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask you the keyword that I emphasized before this. What is the important thing uh, that you have to remember when you take any foods? So what it is?
Low salt,
Mhm.
low sugar,
Yes.
high fiber,
Yes.
high protein.
So here it is the thing that you have to remember: low salt, low sugar, high fiber, and high protein. So in in every food that you eat, you must remember this thing. So when you eat when you eat such as example of junk food, you must think it is high salt or low salt. So it is high salt, so you have to avoid and do not take as your daily meals. So the example of the food with high fiber is such as I mentioned before. So one of these, do you know what this is?
Rice brown.
Okay, so rice brown is very important to the diabetic patients. So try to use or eat rice brown at homes as your meals to replace the white rice that you eat at home. As I can see that you understand what I said to you today. So about the diet management and about how to control your diabetes and what is diabetes and what there is complications. So I'm going to summarize to you that diabetes, when you have high glucose or sugar in your body, is mean that your insulin do not work well and also do not regulate your sugar level well in your body. So it tend your body to be in high glucose level or sugar level. So the risk factor can people get diabetes as you newly diagnosed diabetes. So you must be concerned. It must be because of the family history, overweight, and lack of exercise, high blood pressure, and other things. And there are many risk factors that can happen to people to get diabetes mellitus. So how to control diabetes is the main part of our education today. It's the main part of my health education today. So here it is. I'm going to emphasize that eat healthy. It means that the food they have low salt, low sugar, high fiber, and high proteins. And do exercise at least 30 minutes a day. And go take medication as prescribed by doctor. And avoid smoking. And also manage your stress by doing some activity that can relax you. So I'm going to end my health education. If you have any question regarding your diabetes or regarding anything about how to control your diabetes, feel free to ask me or to come to the clinic to ask another health worker. So we can help you to manage your diabetes because this is the lifelong disease. So it cannot be treated, but it can be managed or controlled by our self and other health. So that's all for today. Thank you, Adams, for your cooperation.